Hello, everybody, and welcome to Matt Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series B-127 slash Bumblebee. And this figure is really good. I quite like him. And, box review. I forgot to grab the box before I started recording, so here it is. And yeah, new Studio Series box. And looks good. Although, it is kind of weird. No display base. Man, gosh. After... I was never a big fan of the display cases. I mean, I didn't really care about them. But after having them for so long, it's a little bit surprising not to have it. But, oh well. You got More Than Meets the Eye, Transformers, 18 Steps, 8 Plus, Bumblebee, Transformers Studio Series, Transformers 1, B-127, Bumblebee. I can't believe they didn't put Badassatron on there. Then you got Bumblebee's elbow. It's just a continuation of that. Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class. On the back, you got Bumblebee, and Bumblebee from the movie. I like this new part where they're putting images from the movie. And then here you got that one-sentence bio. Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Elita 1 go on a mission to save Cybertron. Remember the good old days when they actually put a whole bunch of stuff about the character? Like, you know, I like those old bios. Like, my previous review, Cup. Like, I get why you don't really need them anymore, because, like, I don't know, go watch the movie. But, I don't know, I just like it. You'd pick up a figure that you might not know much about, and then you get to read the backstory or a little bit about them, and that was really fun. Anyway, Bumblebee. There's the top. There's the inside. Let's just get a good look at this. Yeah, no display case. I don't know if that was a misprint on mine, where they just didn't give me one, but I didn't get a display case, which is odd. And there's the bottom. Swoosh. And here he is. And it is a good-looking figure. I quite like it. He's little and quite well articulated. And, yeah. Speaking of articulation, let's get into it. So, full 360. You got down and up at the shoulder due to transformation. You have a bicep swivel. You have 90 degrees of bend. You have nothing at the wrist. You have a ball-jointed head. You have a waist swivel. You have forward that far, back that far, out that far, thigh swivel, 90 degrees of bend. Then you got ankle pivot, and you got down, not much up. So overall, standard articulation. And then let's talk about accessories, because, man, they did not slouch on this guy. Although, yeah. So first accessory is this gun, which, to be honest, I don't remember him using. I remember Optimus using a similar gun, and I remember Elita 1 using a similar gun. But I remember him using his, handheld, his handguns and the knife hands, mostly knife hands. And, well, I don't care that this gun's here. It's not like, oh, golly gee, I can't believe it. I would have preferred if maybe, I don't know, they had, a face mask that could, clip on or something. No, it's no big deal. But, oh yeah, this can peg on right there. If you don't want him to hold it, but also want it to be on him. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna give it to Optimus or something. He needs a gun. And, yeah. And then let's bring in the good stuff. So, he comes with 2 different handguns, or literally handguns, and why aren't you pegging in? This is not hard to do. Peg in. Am I doing it on the wrong side? Yes, I am, because I'm an idiot. Peg in, and peg in, and that is super easy to do. And, yeah, that looks pretty dang good. But he also comes with the blades. And so, you can give him his knife hands? I have knife hands? And, yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that they gave him both of them. And, I mean, that's all I needed. Like, if they just gave me these, I'd be fine. I would have preferred a face mask instead of the gun, but I don't care. This is plenty. And, yeah, it looks pretty dang sick. I love the knife hands. They are. You know, one thing is, this part unpegs a little bit too easily. So, a lot of times, if you bend his arm and then bring it down, at least on my copy, I don't know if this is for everybody's, but that'll be left up, but oh well. So then, let's get into size comparisons. Here he is with my previous review. Cup, or Sergeant Cup. I don't know why he has Sergeant in this specific version, but, you know, it's part of his title. And here he is with the prime unit of measurement. And here he is with Batman. Not Bumblebee, Batman. And here he is with the standard toy Bumblebee. And let's just give him the old Wachachas. And yeah, both of these are good. I personally like this one more. But, you know, this one is like for me. This one would be great for a kid and also me. And, yeah, there's their difference in weapons. They have a slightly different color. He's like, this is more gold, whereas this one is lighter yellow. And I think, yeah, he's a little bit taller. Also, he has an Autobot symbol. But that doesn't really make sense if you think about it for too long. But, you know, also you can store both of these on his back like that. And, yeah. I don't know what it is about bumblebees and their guns being able to be stored on their back looking like jetpacks. But that looks like a jetpack. He can fly. Anyway, let's get into transformation because it is pretty cool, you know? I wasn't sure what they'd do for it, but I quite like it. So, first, come to the back, take this, flip this piece out, rotate the head, take the chest, lift that up, then bring this part down and lock that in, fold in that little bit, take the hands and fold them in, open and fold that in, and then rotate that out like so, and then bring the shoulder down like that. And for getting it to lock back in, I found that the easiest way, because this can also move up and down, so instead of just pushing it up like that, is going out, and then that'll lock right in, and then, so going back into robot mode, that's easier. Then, take this, bring it down, bring the waist up, and I think that's a cool way of filling in that spot. Then, peg the legs together, like so. Fold in the heels, which do a surprisingly good job. Like, for not, they don't look like much, but they definitely help him stand. And then take all of this, bring it out, then down, and that'll peg in right there and there. And that goes right on in. And squeeze and get that all lined up. And then bring this up, and then bring this in, and that will slot right in. Then slot, 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 and just squeeze and adjust until there's a slot there, and slot there. Once those are all connected in, you are done on that side. Same thing on this side, just click, 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 and click. And you are done. And yeah, that looks pretty dang good. And for vehicle storage, you can take these, put them here. I suppose you could also put them up there. And for this gun, you can plug that there if you want. And, I mean, I don't know. It's fine. But, yeah, overall, this figure is quite good. And, you know, just because, nah. I was going to transform him, but then you'd have to wait for, like, a couple of minutes, and I don't feel like having to do that. So, yeah, overall, pretty dang good. And that's about it. So, thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Bye!